What's up, everybody? Hello. How's it going? I am here. Why am I here? That's a great question. Because I am not going to be here later this week. It is what do they call it? Holy Week. Um, we got Good Friday, we got good ass Thursday, like great Thursday, whatever they call it. Badass Saturday, and then Easter Sunday. So it's a hell of a week. It's a hell of a week. The Catholic community is tingling. Everybody's gonna be watching. Everybody's gonna be in their final Lent days. They're gonna be eating fish on Friday for the final time. So the place is ablaze. But I am not going to be here. I'm going to be out of town later this week. So I won't be on the Mega 64 podcast, and I won't be doing my normal stream on Fridays. So I thought I would take tonight to talk and recap PAX East. Because I won't get to do it. I'm sure there's a million things. Oh, wait, Eat a Booty Day is this week too? I didn't know it was Eat a Booty Day. I thought because of the winter solstice that got pushed. Damn, I didn't realize. Shit, I almost missed that. Okay, well, I got to mark that down. Anyway, but yeah, so I wanted to recap PAX East, talk about it, some other current things happening right now, and whatever else you want to talk about. I am sniffly, I will say up front. I will say I feel like my body was fighting illness the entire time. Not that I got sick. I feel like I was fighting it, though. Do you know what I mean? I was taking fucking vitamin C and zinc. And I feel like one by one, all these people, I was supposed to do a panel with a bunch of other people. And like one by one, they're sick, they're out. They're sick, they're out. They're sick, they're out. They're sick, they're out. And I was so sick after the Room B stream this year that I don't think I can actually get sick ever again. I think my immune system is at maximum power, but I could feel like I was fending it off. So, also, I can't speak for anybody else, but I personally struggle a lot with, you'll hear me sniffling. I struggle a lot with going from hot to cold temperature and vice versa. It's like it puts me in a allergic shock. Like my head is full of snot and scratchy and itchy. You know what I mean? So that happens to me. Sometimes I get headaches from that. I just don't deal well with that. So anyway, it was extremely cold there, and I come here and it's like a fucking 100 degrees. Although today was like gloomy. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, CB Chic, you liked when PAX East was in May last year. I like it when it's cold. Now, I don't want it to be snowing, but I liked that it was cold. That's a change of pace for me. Anyway, yeah, so I'm kind of not doing great. A little bit, but not feeling like I'm sick. Just gross. Anyway, yeah, it's in April. PAX East is in April next year, so good compromise between the two. I'm fine with that. I prefer it a little earlier in the year. I like going into the cold and wearing all the like thick jackets that I have that I don't get to, normally use and stuff like that. So I like that. But April next year it'll still be good. Anyway, so PAX East this year, we always do really well at PAX East. That's one of our biggest cons for whatever reason. I think it's just because we don't go to a lot of East Coast conventions. Over the years, we kind of stick to doing the conventions that we have a big presence at or that we have a big impact, that do well and stuff like that. And East is always one. That's the one East Coast con that we stick to. And it's interesting because PAX West, I think we've done every PAX East because they started in 2010. I've done every single one. PAX West in Seattle, I think we started in 2007. So we've been doing that a long time too, but not quite the first one. But anyway, the did the stream die? Why is the stream dead? I love streaming upstairs on this computer because it just cuts out. No explanation. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, the connection just goes away. It's cutting in and out. Cool. Are we back? Okay, hi. If it keeps happening, just let me know. Anyway, okay, so yeah. So anyway, PAX East. We've been doing them all for a long time. PAX West, I feel like is more engaging. Engaging in the sense of like the show, like you go on the show floor, and there's a lot to do if you're like into if you're into like what are the new Capcom games coming to consoles? What are you looking for? What are you looking for this other game by this? If you're looking for like console stuff, you might find it more engaging in that regard. But PAX East, I feel like is stronger from a community aspect almost, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I find more rad indie games at PAX East. I feel like I see more tabletop stuff. You know what I mean? Like the community aspect I feel like is really strong at East. Not that it's not there at West. I feel like they both have that, but I think it depends on what you want to go for. I think there's really good reasons to go to both. Maybe it's a more homegrown thing. I don't know. It does seem like on the East Coast, people are more excited to find something new. Does that make sense? I wonder if that makes sense. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, so I really enjoy doing East. I always feel like very welcome there. I've never missed one. As far as I know, I wonder if I've missed a PAX West since we started going. Anyway, yeah, so I really like it. I'm just trying to make sure we're still like online. We're still on? Okay. YouTube is like saying I'm muted or something? Like, what's happening? What is going on? Okay. What is going on? Okay, seems to be working for me. Okay. All right. Anyway, just checking. Okay, so yeah, so anyway, we had a great time. It's always hard to go out there on the East Coast because you lose an entire day flying out. That's the only thing. I don't mind a long flight. I hate that you kind of lose most of the day. So we flew out really early, and but we got really nervous because we kept hearing that the airlines were messed up, the TSA and all that stuff was messed up. So it's like, oh, but don't worry, it's only in the mornings. And I'm like, cool, that's when we're flying out, is early in the morning. Anyway, we went, I mean, you could see some troublesome images here, but yeah, there was some there were some lines and things like that. So we were getting kind of nervous. We all got there a little earlier than we normally would. It was like, oh, okay, got to be at the airport 6 in the morning. It was like, fuck it, I'm going to get there at like 4:30. I do not want to miss this flight. So we did get there extremely early. And it looked bad, but it wasn't. It was, I got to say, the San Diego airport, the mornings are always bad. This whole crisis, now there are still very troubled airports. Like I think in Texas and New York and things like that, they're having a lot more issues. But here in San Diego, we're really not. But the news here is going, oh my God, we're here in the morning and it's so bad. And then all the news reports are like, you know what though? But by 3 o'clock, they solved it. By 3 o'clock, they solved the problem. No, they didn't. That's how flights are. It's I can't speak for anybody else's airport, but here it's really busy in the morning. And then at 3 o'clock, it's chill. It's been like that forever. That's always. So anyway, it did look worse than ever. The line, and I have pre-check and stuff like that, but even the line for pre-check the line was going outside, and the one for the regular line was going way outside too. But it was just it ran completely smoothly. It never stopped moving. It was totally fine. Yeah, again, they weren't all hands on deck, but those were there. They were running the show pretty damn good. So kudos to them. And I was scared about the pre-check line going that long, but once you went inside the building, it just snaked around the big ass normal line and went right in. So it was no big problem. But I will say I'm a bad I'm going to say in front right now, I'm a bad person. Just you don't need to say it, I'm saying it. I'm a bad person, okay? I'll tell you why. I enjoy all the chaos at the airport was just guests being scared. Like the airport they had a well-oiled machine. They did a great job. So the only problem was just everyone freaking out because they heard the airport was going to be bad, okay? And I feel I feel terrible like that they have my sympathy that people have to live in fucking fear of the airport working. I mean, I think I'm not even going to get into it, but that's repulsive. But why am I a bad person? Because I was kind of having a good time because it was kind of fun watching people who, to their credit, were in the midst of chaos, but they really weren't paying attention, and so they would wait in the long ass pre-check line, get to the front. Sir, you're not pre-check. You're not. And they're like, oh, okay, will you let me in anyway? No, you have to go to the back of the line. The back of what line? The back of the regular line, which that thing snaked in and out. I mean, you're walking like a football field away. I mean, it was like, you're joking. No, you don't have pre-check. You're kidding me. And that must have happened 100 times. Hey, how's it going? Boop. Yeah, you don't have pre-check. Oh my God. You don't mean I don't really have to go back, do I? Yeah, you do. We don't have your credentials. Like, oh my God. I was like, there is a sign that says pre-check. There's a sign. But again, there's a lot of chaos at the airport. The funniest though was there was a woman next to me in line screaming on the phone, and the story that she was screaming at, it was like, again, sympathetic. The airport is crazy, but she didn't sound like she handled it well. She was like, yeah, this is literally what I was hearing. I'm not even going to explain what I was seeing. I'm just going to do what she was doing. Ready? Yeah, listen, ma'am. I know. Okay. Why would the airport not open till 4:30? I've never heard of an airport not opening until 4:30. Normally they're open all the time. Well, that's what I'm saying. Why would you sell a 6 a.m. flight if I can't even get into the airport? Why would you do that? It's 4:30 in the morning and I'm at the back of the line. I did get here earlier. I got to the other terminal at 2 in the morning, but they said they couldn't have me go in until 4:30. So yeah, I called her a bitch. Yeah, I yelled. And then then they kicked me out of that terminal. They said they won't take me anymore. So now I'm in this terminal. So I got to go through security in this terminal and try to take a shuttle to the other terminal. Well, what do you mean? I just don't understand why you don't. I don't understand why you sell a 6 a.m. flight if I can't even get into the airport before 4:30. It's impossible. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, well, you know what, bitch? Well, you know what? You're just ugly. You're an ugly bitch. You're just an ugly bitch. Yeah. You're fucking ugly, bitch. So that was the conversation that I heard next to me. A woman trying to get like a refund from the airport, screaming that I guess she threw a fit at the other terminal and they kicked her out. So she's trying to get into another security terminal to get to the other terminal. It wasn't going to work anyway. I could tell you right now. But after she ran out of things to explain, she just started calling the woman ugly, which that great. Should work. I would just give up on the flight at that point. That's just me. I'm the weird guy. Anyway, but yeah, I got in. It probably took an extra 15 minutes, but it really wasn't that bad. I got in pretty quick. Definitely longer than it was. I'm glad I got there early, but wasn't impossible. So did the flight, and then what else? Landed in Boston, did our thing, guys. I got to show you. Let's see. I got to show you something. I know this is not going to be that. Okay. We really looked forward to, we got into Boston and we went straight here. And this is going to sound so funny, but you have little habits that you like, you know what I mean? When you travel, we went to this place. This is a place we've been in past Boston trips. The Green Dragon Tavern. It's one of the oldest establishments. It's like an old pub. And they claim the original Green Dragon, this is a tavern that they used to meet at in what year was that? In the 1700s, they would meet there and have, hang out and things like that. And the rumor is that Paul Revere was hanging out there and shit like that. They demolished it. They demolished the original building in the 1800s, but then I guess they rebuilt it or whatever. But anyway, Paul Revere used to hang here and be like, yo, did you hear what the British are doing? Yo, fuck that bullshit. Whatever. I guess in Assassin's Creed 3, they go there. Anyway, we go to this tavern. We like to go. But when we've gone in, on the weekends, they have like shitty cover bands playing, and it's like it's like a bad concert. It's not in good taste. It's just like you're hearing homeboy screaming karaoke. Please tell me why. I don't want to hear it. But we went on a weeknight when we landed just so we could go, and it was a nice quiet tavern. And they have not only great clam chowder. I had to get clam chowder every night because Boston's got better clam chowder than anywhere I've been. But so not only that, but they have, let me see if I could find a picture of it. No, shit. This is something we looked forward to all year. Damn, I don't know if I could find a picture of it. Don't think I can. Well, you just have to take my word for it on this, I guess. Well, yeah, okay. All I'm seeing here is fish and chips. That's not what we got. But this tavern has curry fries that are so good. They give you a hot ass plate. Literally, like they have to double up on plates because the plate's too hot. A hot ass plate of these big ass steak fries with curry slopped on top with some type of cheese and whatever. But anyway, it's like a treat you look forward to. Like, ooh, get those curry fries. I mean, I'm sure there's a easy way to make them, but just having it in this old ass tavern, and they're like, oh yeah, that's the basement down there. Fucking Paul Revere and his merry men had a fucking chat down there. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, curry chips, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, they actually made it fucking clear at this place. Anyway, that's just a treat we look forward to. If you ever go to Boston, go there on a weekday so that it's nice and quiet, classic tavern, and it's not, Alien Ant Farm playing in the lobby and you can't hear anybody talk and they're not serving food. Okay, that's just my advice. Anyway, so we did that. Got some rest that night, and then the next day we went and did our setup for the booth. That went pretty smooth. Took a little bit of time. It takes a while, and Sean and Kevin had to go pick up the stuff that we shipped out and put that in the booth and stock it and all that stuff. Oh, yes. I'm getting ahead of myself. When we went over to the tavern, we looked across the street and we saw a park. We were like, wait, something seems familiar. Something is familiar about this park. Wait a minute. That's the famous Boston cop slide. The one where this cop went speeding down and ate shit. So anyway, Holy Ground. So we all took a video going down the slide. It was a lot of fun. We put the video on social media if you want to go see it. Follow us on anything. Mega64 on Twitter, Mega64 official on Instagram, whatever. Anyway, so that was really fun. Anyway, the next day we did booth setup. Then Thursday it started, and we had a good time. Kind of interesting patterns this year with the way it went, because I remember last year at PAX East, our day one was like record breaking. Like our booth, I think we like sold more stuff than any year before. It was like nonstop crazy. And then this year, the first day was a little bit slow. So that made me worried. I was kind of like, oh, okay, is everything going to be all right? And I talked to somebody from Penny Arcade, and they said the same thing. But then I can't speak for anybody else at the con, but the next day, everyone came out, which, our panel was the next day, so that might be why our fans were kind of like engaged. I'm also curious. Yeah, I mean, with our banner, we had an idea this year to just have a really weird banner. No reason, just, give people an experience. So we had this banner with Paul Giamatti all over it. Anyway, some people did tell me, though, I didn't realize that was your booth. I walked by it, which kind of surprised me because, we're playing our videos on giant monitors, like all over it. So I'm kind of like, you didn't see that? But I don't know. You'll have to let me know. People in the chat or anybody watching this, if you went to PAX and you didn't notice that was our booth, or you think that might have been we didn't label it well enough, let us know. I do want that feedback. But anyway, but I mean, with that banner, so we did, let me see. What know if you could see this. Okay, you guys are saying it's pretty obvious. that it was our booth. Well, that's good. Okay, so you could see the banner in this. Anyway, we wanted to put it there just because, yeah, so people walk by the booth and go, wait, what is this? What's going on? And in that sense, mission accomplished, because we had normie. There's people who are fans, even if they're not your fan. Like maybe they don't know Mega 64, but they are an enthusiast. They're either a gaming enthusiast or whatever. We can win them over. Either we've already won them over, or we can win them over just with the type of stuff that we make. But then you also want stuff that attracts what we call normies. Someone's husband or someone's girlfriend or whatever, who was brought there. They don't know anything, and they walk by and go, wait, what's that banner? Or, hey, I like that Death is Certain shirt. I like that shirt with the bunny on it. We try to have some things that are like, okay, even a normie would like this. So in that sense, this worked great, because we had people who weren't interested in anything, that looked bored at the convention, going, wait, what is this? This is really funny. I want to check out this booth. And then they ended up buying a shirt or something like that. So that, in that sense, it worked out really great. But I was just scared that maybe it was scaring away our fans who were just like, I couldn't find the Mega 64 booth. So maybe, I don't know. Again, looking for feedback on that. But anyway, we set that up, and then what else? But yeah, the day of our panel, we did really well. Saturday was the biggest day, I think. I think if it wasn't sold out, it was almost sold out. Sunday is always a little slower, but it was cool. Lots of people came to the booth. A lot of people made offers for podcast 800. We made an episode of our Mega 64 podcast that we only recorded for one person. We put it on a drive. There's only one copy, and gave it away. We said, hey, here you go. Whoever makes us an offer, if we like your offer, you win it, and you can do whatever you want with it. It's kind of like the Wu-Tang album thing. But anyway, no Martin Shkreli at Archon. We gave it to someone really cool. They'll talk about it on the Mega 64 podcast this week, I'm sure. But someone made us a very good offer that we couldn't refuse. But anyway, people were offering all kinds of stuff. Kelly in the chat brought us baked goods that were so amazing. She was almost the winner till the last second. She brought us, oh my God, she made peanut butter and jelly muffins that literally had like gobs of peanut butter and jelly in it. Not just grape jelly. She did a strawberry variant too. And she had banana nut muffins and oatmeal raisin cookies. She knocked it out of the park. So she almost had it. In fact, I'm sure the other guys maybe will talk about this, but it was killing me because on the episode, we literally on camera, I don't want to spoil what the episode is, but on podcast 800, I think at one point we literally say to the camera, well, Kelly, I hope you're enjoying this episode, because we know she brings such great baked goods every year. And we thought, well, maybe she's going to get it, so we'll take a chance and say that. And but no, she did not. I'm sorry. Kelly, I'm sorry, but it did go to a worthy home. Anyway, so so we had a good time. A lot of people offering us stuff. Thank you, Spunk Burrito, bringing us stuff from Vinegar Syndrome. Shout out to Vinegar Syndrome. They put out some great physical releases, physical media. So that was all really cool. Our panel was on Friday night. I think that went off pretty well. Anybody who went have to let us know. This was rare territory where we actually, normally our panels are kind of split, like it's half videos and then half Q&A. Like half an hour of video stuff, half an hour Q&A. But this time we actually had so much video stuff to show that we went almost till the end. And then we had about 6 or 7 minutes of no, wait, what's going on here? We had about 6 or 7 minutes of Q&A. Just wait, got an emergency. Okay, cool. All is well. Anyway, I hope people like the panel. Someone came by the booth. So I did a whole new intro. I edited a whole new intro that we're going to play at all our panels and presentations this year. And I hope people liked it because I heard that it was, let's say, Twin Peaks centric. I always like to have a different themed intro for every time we do a panel. Last year, when the year is over, we usually put these on our Patreon. So if you haven't seen it, the last year we had a Nintendo Direct themed panel intro. And that's on our Patreon now. But this one is more, it was more Twin Peaks themed. Some people who were Twin Peaks mega fans told me they loved it. Somebody after the panel told me, yeah, I took my group of friends who didn't know you guys at all. And I was like, oh, cool. Waiting for I thought they were going to say converted them. And he was like, yeah, they were not having a good time. They were really suffering through that. They really did not have a good time. It was like, oh, okay. And then they were like, but my friend was a Twin Peaks fan. I was like, oh, cool. And he said, and yeah, he was really mad that you used that, that you did that with the intro, that you recut Twin Peaks. Okay, thanks. I was like, all right, good. But anyway, so I hope some people liked it. That intro was instantly one of the best. Because we were waiting. We always hide to do the panel, but sometimes we hide in the room and sometimes we have to go somewhere else. We were outside the room. We were in a hallway and I could barely hear what anyone's reaction was. Spunk Burrito says that intro was instantly one of the, what was it? That intro was instantly one of the best, head to head with Joey's Naked Chalupa for sure. Dude, the other guys hated the Joey's Chicken Chalupa intro. I think that's one of the best ones. For those who don't know, I did an intro in 2017, I think, where the new Zelda had just come out. Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. And I edited it to where he goes into a shrine, and it was like the Mega 64 panel shrine. And he talks to the fucking guy at the end, whatever it's called. And he has a text box that says, if you want to make it through this temple and you want to actually watch the panel today, anybody who wants to see the panel must be put through a test. We're going to play the next video 100 times. And if you make it to the end, will you get to enjoy the panel. And yeah, we played the same clip of Joey's World Tour. Ooh, naked chicken chalupa, 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 chalupa. And then it's him eating it. Oomph. Hey, Joey here, the naked chicken chalupa. Oof, chalupa, 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 chalupa. Oof. Hey, Joey's World Tour here with the naked chicken chalupa, 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 chalupa. Oof. Hey, Joey's World Tour here with the naked chicken chalupa, 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 chalupa. Oof. Hey, Joey's World Tour here with the naked chicken chalupa, 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 chalupa. Oof. Ooh, guys, how many times did I just do that? 100 times we played that clip. And it said, only then will you earn the panel. And sure enough, we got people walking out every single time. It was like, nope, fuck this. We didn't actually play it 100 times. I think it played 15 to 20. And then it played a little fast forward. It was like a little, you made it. It was it did a little fake out. But still, 15 to 20, it felt like endless torture. And then it's like you made it through. And then I forget what song we came out to. Anyway, but I thought the panel went really well. We only had 6 or 7 minutes of Q&A at the end, like I said. So I was kind of bumming because I was like, shit, we always have really good Q&A at PAX. So I was looking forward to that. But then we got to the questions. Sorry, no offense to anybody, but it was probably for the best that we only had a few minutes for Q&A. No offense, but it was like, every cliche that we don't want to do. Sorry. This is tough love. If you were there, this is tough love. Okay. Hey, would you tell my okay? I got to rant about something. I legitimately love going to conventions and being at the booth, hanging out. I like making, sometimes people will say, "Oh, you didn't even put a skit out last week, but you put out 3 different shirts. What's up with that?" And this or that. To me, at every level, Mega 64, it's getting to do something creative, and sometimes it's a video, it's a stream, but sometimes it's a shirt. And I had one up here. We made I don't have it. We made our new hoodie. That was a PAX East exclusive. And I worked with Jason on that, Jason Cryer, and had a great time and had so much fun. And to me, that's a creative thing too. Not that I want to just do shirts and not make video, whatever. But that's an aspect of it I enjoy too. And so I like going to convention. What the hell just happened to stupid ass camera? What the fuck? This camera sometimes decides to not exist. Anyway, okay, we're back. Anyway, I like, as long as the merch doesn't get in the way of like making videos and things like that. If it ever does that, then I hate it. But when it's just like, okay, this new video's done, there's this, there's that. Hey, for PAX, what do you want to make? Oh, I've always wanted pants that look like this. Hell yeah, let's make it happen. That's fun to me. I want to make stuff that I wear. That I want to wear, and so we had a whole outfit at PAX East that I wore more than once, actually, with the Virtua hoodie and the Virtua joggers. Turned out really cool. We also had a really thick puffer jacket. You could see it in actually, I think you could see it in this video, can't you? Me and Sean are wearing it. That jacket, we sold out of that. At PAX East, that was an insane hit there. There was an even more insane hit that I'll talk about in a little bit. But anyway, so I actually like going to the booth because I like to see like, oh, cool, people are actually buying this jacket or doing that. I like being invested in that. Oh, people are really responding well to this jacket we made or that shirt we worked on and things like that. But anyway, so I like that. But in addition to that, I just like meeting people. I like talking to people. Even when we do our out in public skits, people are like, "Oh, are you nervous?" Or you go, "Yeah, I don't like it when it's like, oh, okay, you gotta stage a fight in the middle of a Apple store or something." That's not like something I do for fun necessarily. But when it's a skit where it's conversation, I get to talk to somebody about, hey, have you seen this? Even if I'm bullshitting them, I like talking with people. I like meeting with people. And so, especially at PAX or something like that, where people are so nice, they come into the booth and like, hey, your videos inspired me to make my own short films or whatever. Dude, that means so much to me. So I just like meeting people. It's a great process. I'm very lucky. I like shooting the shit. That's it. I like shooting the shit. I feel a little bad, I will say, because this year at the booth, I did feel like I was, not to mince words, I felt like I was on my phone too much. But it wasn't like, oh, I'm scrolling Instagram or something. It wasn't like that. I was trying to make a better effort this year to do more social media. So if you notice, like, we put out more videos, more pictures and stuff from the show. I feel like a lot of times that suffers while we're at an event like this. But I did feel like by doing it in the booth, it just looks like I'm kind of just like on my phone all day. So maybe I could, find a better place to go for that or sneak away for a minute or something. I don't know. We can always improve. But anyway, what is the point that I'm getting at? I love coming to the booth. I love talking to people. And it's so funny because even then people will be like, oh, sorry I'm annoying you, or sorry if I'm talking too much. And I'm like, bro, you would know. I would be very clear if it was like, yo, I got to go. Enough, That's not, some people assume, oh, Rocco, you look mad. You look sad. You look, same with Derek. Derek gets that a lot. Not the case. You would know if it was a problem. We would make it very clear. So I'm just saying up front, I love almost every interaction that I have. So I'm saying this now because I'm going to talk about a couple interactions that I don't care for. Not ones that are like, hey, fuck you for doing this. Nothing like that. But there's some that are like, you don't need, it's okay. One of them, the reason why I segue to this is that somebody asked about it during the panel, which is there is a thing where people want us to tell their friend to fuck off. We get that like once an hour at every event. I'm happy to do it. So this isn't like, how dare you ask me? If that's what you want and I'm at the booth, let's do it. Hit record. But I'm just letting you know. Oh my God, that flower is talking again. We do get asked like 20 times a day. And it's always so funny because people will walk up and they will always act like they're the first person to ask. And so there'll be like 10, nobody did this time, to be honest, but there will be like 10 to 20 minutes of preamble. It'll be like, hey, Rocco, come here. Hey, I got an idea. Okay, so let me explain it to you. My friend Robbie, he wanted to be here. He's a huge Mega 64 fan. Loves your stuff. I mean, he wears all your merch. He went to game days one year. He's insane. This guy's nuts. Okay. Loves your stuff. He loves the Haunted Wii video that you did. Loves your stuff. Okay. Guess what? He wanted to be here. He got COVID. Can you believe that? He spent all this money on a badge. He's got all your merch. Okay, so I had an idea. And in my head, 20 minutes ago, I already knew what he was gonna ask. But then it's like, check it out. So here's what I'm thinking. You know how most people have you record a video saying hi to their friend? I'm thinking, what if I record you saying, hey, Robbie, fuck off? I'm like, yeah, hey, record. Okay. And almost always I will do the opposite. I'll just to be a dick, I'll be like, Robbie, great to see you. Your friend Brian here. What the fuck are they doing? They're trying to get me to threaten you? Oh my God. Like, I'll turn the tables and I'll make a whole thing out of it. That's what I'll do half the time. Unless it's like, no, it has to be this other way. But I'm happy to do it. But we do get asked 20 times a day. So just keep that in mind. If you're like thinking that's never been done, it has already happened 19 times before you came up. And I do think it is not fair. The reason I bring this up now is that was in the brief few minutes we had for Q&A, that was one of the questions was, can you tell my friend to fuck off? I'm going to record. I had to skip it. And I feel so bad. I feel so bad outright denying anybody when it's like, oh, I actually am not going to do that. I feel terrible. But I think doing that, especially when you have such limited Q&A time, it's not fair to the other people who have questions. So that's why I didn't do that. I would just say in general, don't do Q&A and have a let me record you do this thing on my phone. Like that I don't think that's very good manners to the other people coming up. But anyway, but I still feel bad when I can't do something. I felt bad too when somebody said that every year we do a voicemail for his girlfriend or his wife or his friend or something like that. And he came right as we were leaving to the panel. I was at the booth all day, but it was like 20 minutes before the panel. I was leaving to go. I had to set up all the AV stuff for the panel, and he caught me right as I was leaving, and it was like, oh, can you come by the booth tomorrow and I'll record it then? He's like, I only have a Friday badge. I was like, fuck. And I had to just say no. And that I've maybe, I can count on like one hand the amount of times that I've had to say no with no backup plan. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I can't do it, but can you come back tomorrow? Oh, I can't do it, but can you meet me after the thing? That broke my heart. So sometimes that just happens, and I really do apologize. But anyway, Q&A is not the time for like a personal thing. But that rapid fire Q&A was brutal. To be honest, that it was brutal. We normally have really good Q&A at the PAXs. I feel like they're more intelligent questions than any other con, for whatever reason. But this time, yeah, it was like, do a thing for my phone. No. How was your day today? Fine. It was just like, okay. But anyway, whatever. It was short. It was fine. You recorded a birthday message for my wife at the booth that she loved. We're super appreciative. I hope it wasn't an issue. No, McGriff, I'm sure. No, it wasn't. It's never an issue to record a panel or a video. I'm always happy to do it. Just when it's like meant to be a mean video to somebody, just know that we've been asked to do that 100 times. So keep it in mind. If it's going to make someone's day, I'm still happy to do it, but just ask. It's not, you don't have to explain the ethics of it or whatever. Anything worse than that guy asking you to fuck his wife? Yeah. So that did happen. Ellipsoids, brings up a good point. That did happen at Anime Expo. There was one year that someone straight up, and I still don't know how serious that was, but he did show a room key and other stuff. Like, he had a setup. It was not just like, hey, I made a joke, and that was it. Like, he had props. So straight up, I did it. Wouldn't do it again. It's just hard for me to do. It's hard for me to get that done when there's fans in the room and they're like, okay, oh, this is way better than a cameo, It just sucks. It's just not fun. No, I'm just kidding. That we couldn't have said no faster to that. But very weird stuff. And needless to say, that never happened at a Q&A ever again, to my knowledge, that I can remember. I want to say that might have been the same year that there was an unregistered guest who I'm trying to word this carefully. There was someone a little bit threatening at one of our panels that we found out did not have a badge, and it became an issue. And I'm wondering if that was the same year, because I remember leaving going, what happened? But I don't think it was. I don't think it was the same. Anyway. Anyway, yeah, so no, there was a year a guy confronted me. He called him. I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any problem talking about it. No, there was a year that a guy called himself the Nazi Hunter. He said, like, hey, I'm just curious. I'm asking about this panel because I'm getting a lot of mixed messages because da 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 da. And he kind of like misconstrued. We played a video that was kind of making fun of and parodying certain audiences online. I'll just say that. And I think he could not perceive the sarcasm in our video. If that makes sense. And so he started threatening us. And then he said something about, like, also, they said you like going to Disneyland, but you know, the fascists at Disneyland, the fascists that run Disney, blah, 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 blah. And so he started getting threatening about that. And it's so funny because we were like, bro, we're kind of, yeah, we don't like that stuff either. We're kind of, hi, sir, we're kind of on your side. Can we be friends? I don't know, but he was crazy, slightly crazy man. And we just went, okay, that's the end of Q&A, bye. But he followed us after the panel. And through the con, he was following us, yelling, threatening stuff as we were trying to leave and go home. And we got the con involved at that point. Like, because we found out he didn't have a badge either. Like, it was bad top to bottom. But nothing like that ever happened again. Everyone there was made aware of it, and I think they found out why that happened and plugged the leak, so to speak. But yeah, he was extremely crazy and being very threatening. That was a long time ago. That was at a con a long time ago. So anyway, and like I said, all was well. They made it right. It was not. I didn't leave with any, misconceptions about safety. It was like clear what had happened, and just they fixed it. But man, it was bad. Skateboard guy from the last Todd and Aaron video. That's the most recent threatening thing where we did the 6-7 gag to someone and then they followed us the rest of the day, tailed us, looking all threatening and trying to get in our piece. We talked about it on a podcast recently, but it's the only time in history in 23, God, we've been doing this almost 23 years. Is that gross or what? In 23 years, the only time that we've turned the heat back on a subject, meaning we'll do something wacky out in public. We're not trying to ruin anyone's day. We're just trying to, give a funny experience. Like, what the hell? Did I just see that? What is that? And sometimes people do get mad, but in those situations, we always are like, hey, we always talk to people after the video. Hey, I hope that's cool. We were doing a video. Hope that's cool with you. If it's not, no big deal. We won't use it or whatever. We always have a chat. If anyone's upset, we talk to them. It's like, hey, that was that thing. Totally, sorry if this was da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's never anything harmful to anybody. It's just, we just always make sure everyone's cool and in a good energy and things like that. This is the only time that we turned the heat back on that I could think of in 23 years where we turned the heat back on another person because he was tailing us the entire day of filming, all because we did a 6-7 joke. We were like, hey, we were going, hey, 6-7. And this guy from a certain organization was going, what does that mean? What did you just say? 6-7? You're including me in this? No, we just said 6-7. We're leaving. We're not won't feature you. So yeah, but why am I? So now I'm part of it? No. Well, you aren't. Now you're arguing with us, but we weren't gonna show you. It's all good. You're not. Yeah, but I'm not getting the joke. 6-7. Okay, that's fine. And then tailed us the rest of the day. Everywhere we went, this dude is holding a skateboard. He's in a shirt kind of not unsimilar to this, but not Haunted Mansion. Different thing on it. And walking around with long hair like over his eyes with a skateboard just like. And then finally it was like, there's no way he's really going to do that. There's no way he's really following us, right? And then we went the long way down a corridor to our park, to where we parked, and he's still following. There's no reason for him to go down that way other than to follow us. So he's following us down this like corridor or whatever that is just us three. And then we get out of there, and then we're almost to our car, and he's still behind us. With this skateboard, and me and Derek and Sean go, okay, turn around. Yo, what's up, man? How's it going, bro? What's up, dude? Yeah, what's going on, my man? And it's so funny because We've never been like that to anybody in 23 years. But not only was it that, I know I said this on the podcast, but it just kills me, that it was Derek as is, that you pictured Derek, but me and Sean dressed as Todd and Aaron. So you've got us in character costume, me with the backwards hat with I Heart Hot Moms. What's up, dude? Hey, man. What's going on, bro? Got something to say? What's up, man? Yo, what's happening? It's Todd and Aaron. What you up to, bro? That was so, oh my God, it was so much fun. Not really at the time, but in retrospect. Anyway, and he didn't say a word. He walked up close to us and it's like, oh fuck, we're gonna get a fight. And then he just kind of like went through us standing there and then like skateboarded off. And I mean, what was the deal? We just said 6'7". He saw that and was like, I don't fucking... It was like, do you guys remember Kanye in that South Park episode where he didn't understand the fish sticks joke? That's what it felt like. 6'7". So what's that? So I want to know what that is. And I'd like to know now. There's no joke to it. If there's no joke, then why are you fucking doing it? I don't know. What's up, dude? How's it going, bro? Yeah, what's up? You want to chat? What's up, man? Todd Aaron want to talk to you. Anyway, and he skateboarded off because he was a loser. Anyway, okay. Have you considered going to more cons in Canada, or is it too inconvenient? We got invited to Fan Expo in 2008 in Toronto. They invited us. I remember talking with the guy who helped run it. I was friends with him on AIM, and that was how. I just messaged him every day. He was like, "Love to have you at the con this year," and I was just like, "Well, if you invite us to do it, okay." And I think they gave us a free booth. I don't think they paid our travel. I don't remember if they did or not. I cannot remember. Maybe they did. Maybe the hotel. I don't know. Part of the travel, whatever they did, they partially brought us out there. And that's the only Canadian con we ever did was Toronto 2008. And we didn't do great. We kind of broke even. I think we were next to Pure Ownage, which to me was perfect. Like, how are you going to top that? If you're going to be at a Canadian con and be a web series, you're going to be next to Pure Ownage. That doesn't really get any better. But anyway, we did meet Matt and Jay of Nirvana, the band, the show, as they were youngsters. They gave us a DVD of their new show, Nirvana, the band, the show, that they spray painted. Don't know if that's around here somewhere. I wonder if if that will turn up at some point. But anyway, we met them back then. Isn't that crazy? I also remember meeting Johnny Young Bosch for the first time. And there was a dude who gave us a card that said, "I'm building a new social network, social media. It's new social media, better than MySpace." Okay. And he's like, "You ever see that movie Cradle to the Grave?" Yeah. The guy who DMX fights in Cradle to the Grave? Yeah, that's who owns this site. Okay. And never looked at it. But anyway, yeah, so that's the only con we ever did we did it in Toronto. It was really neat. Saw the tower, the CN Tower or whatever. Ate poutine. It was great. Anyway, what were we talking about? Back to PAX East. Oh, so anyway, I'm always happy to do a video. Obviously, take a picture at the booth. Easy. So no problems there ever. Biggest thing I miss about E3 is seeing Rocco somehow make it onto big panels and act a fool. Did you see the did anybody see the Warframe panel? Now, I will be honest. The people who make Warframe asked me to do this panel, and I was like, I have not played this. I don't know. I have never played this. The the person who is I guess her title would be creative director, Rebecca Ford. They just call her Reb, I think. Made it clear in her email, you don't have to know a damn thing. And so I was like, oh, I mean, all right, cool. She is apparently a Mega 64 fan from way back. Awesome. So that was a big honor to be asked. I was like, as long as I don't, okay. And sure enough, like, I went to the VIP party the night before the panel, and they brought me up to like talk a little bit about Warframe. Like, hey, just come up and say something. And I was just like, oh, this game changed my life. I can't wait to check it out. Like, basically, classic. Haven't played it yet. But anyway, but one by one, everyone got sick on that panel. Like, Reb was supposed to be on the panel. Like, the plan was that she was going to dress like kind of in a Matrix style outfit. She was, even without me intervening on that, she was going to dress like in some sort of Trinity-esque attire. So I was like, great, I have like all the Morpheus gear. I can wear that. Okay, great. But then she called out sick. The original, the woman that was going to be a guest, she was in Baldur's Gate and some other stuff. She called out sick. So Nick, who was the voice of Leon in Resident Evil 4, or Resident Evil 4 remake, right? Yeah. 2 remake, Requiem. He filled in. He was great. Great guy, nice guy. Anyway, it was super cool, but yeah, people were just getting sick left and right, to the point that I'm like, this is a miracle this is going to happen at all. People are dropping like flies. But they were so supportive and got the bit from the very beginning. So I said, like, I'm gonna come out here like I'm Mr. Cocky and I know everything about the game, and I'm clearly gonna know nothing. Okay, sounds good. And but yeah, it was a very planned panel. If it was just us shooting the shit for an hour, I could have done a lot more improv and just kind of gone off on weird tangents and stuff, which I love to do. But they kept a well-oiled machine. They kept it going really well, and which I think for the sake of their fans and stuff. They knew what they knew what to do. Like couple dumb funny bits, and then I mean, dumb in an endearing way. Like we had to like draw characters from memory, and we were just mangling every drawing. But then it would be that, then an announcement, then another goofy bit, then an announcement. And I think their fans dug that. I think that went over pretty well. People said that it's up online now. Let me see. Is it on live? Their live tab?
Hi, everyone.
Oh, shit. I don't know if I want to look at this. I'm going to cringe. I don't even remember what I said. I'm going to cringe so bad.
Because why don't you guys tell the crowd a little bit about yourself, Rocco? You want to start?
Okay, so I'm gonna play this, but I don't know if this is gonna get a copyright claim or anything like that. But I try to, when I have to fill an hour, I treat these things like I do like our old episodes that we did for like public access, basically like an outline, but not the filled in gaps. You know what I mean? So if I had to fill an hour like I did with the Rooster Teeth thing at E3 in 2015, that was like, what are we going to do? I don't know. Okay. So I came in with like a bulleted list of like, here's how I could fill an hour. These guys had a great plan. These guys had it planned top to bottom. Here's what we can do, blah, 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 blah. So I didn't need to do that, but I didn't know what to talk about when I came out. They said, why don't you talk a little bit, introduce yourself or whatever. I actually like to go, like, I'm backstage going, oh, I should say this, I should say that. I like to go in actually with no, I find that it's funnier if I blank my mind out. You know what I mean? Like I actually think the actor's nightmare is funny. Do you know what I mean? Where you go on stage naked, like where it's like I literally have no plan, and have to claw my way out of a nightmare. Does that make sense? I think that is funnier to watch, even if it's cringy, than having some planned out bit that's wacky. Do you know what I mean? So I don't remember what I said here. I said something about the pandemic or something, and I could hear people gasping in the audience. I've just done this enough. Oh shit, are people commenting on this? Oh no. I didn't know there were comments and stuff. We should look at the comments. Anyway, I have more fun when it's just a nightmare. Like I throw myself into hell. Because I've done this long enough that I know it's not going to be that bad. What's the worst that's going to happen? These people are all going to move on with their day. After the panel, they're going to go get lunch. It's not, unless I come out and say something truly egregious that's like truly like awful and ugly. You know what I mean? It's not going to be that big of a thing. I mean, even the thing with the Rooster Teeth thing that people still post to this day, like, was a disaster. But all it is funny to somebody. It's not, I didn't leave the stage that day and it was like difficult to go on. It was like I just went on with my day. But anyway.
Yeah, I can start.
I had no clue what I was going to say here.
Nick, everybody.
So I'm going to, I would love to play Homeless Guy Eats Crap, but I wasn't able to do that. Okay, so I'm going to put it, I'm going to watch, let's just see what I said.
Yeah.
I'm already cringing.
What are we doing today? Okay, welcome everyone to the stage. Why don't you guys tell the crowd a little bit about yourself, Rocco?
Oh, can you guys hear the desktop audio? You guys can hear that okay?
Start. Those of you who have been playing a long time know I've been in the community for a while now, the Warframe community. I'm kind of known as a content creator, and I've told my story so many times. It's not going to bore you. It's a sad one, but I kind of found this game at a dark period, a dark time, and literally I was staring down the barrel of just shadow, and Warframe was that light. Who remembers the pandemic, the COVID-19?
Fuck.
That was a bad time for a lot of people. It was a bad time for me, but Warframe helped me out. And then now it's like the pandemic again, but worse, because you see the PS5 prices going up.
Oh my God.
Well, it's like you can't smell, you can't taste, but I feel like now you can't game, and the gamers are going through a hell of a time right now. So hopefully today will raise everybody's spirits, and I'm so excited for what the team has done.
Rocco bot, everybody.
Well said. Well said.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Nick, if you want to follow that one up.
I don't know how I can follow that up, but I'll keep it short and sweet. My name is Nick Apostolitis. Nice to meet you all.
This guy was really cool. I I had no memory of what I said there other than I said something about the pandemic and I remember hearing people gasp. that was people were asking me, "What'd you say?" And I was like, I don't know. Something about the pandemic, and I remember people gasping. But yeah, they did say my last name is Botte, and they did that during rehearsal, and I was like, I was on mic like, actually, and then I just stopped because I thought it'd be funny if they kept saying it wrong. But I don't care about that. But I just thought it'd be funny. I thought people, like Mega 64 fans would laugh at that. But it's kind of it's messed up. It's spelled messed up. So it's not really it's not like they're misspelling or misinterpreting like the last name Johnson or something. It's spelled weird.
Family here, this little tiny 10-0 family.
Anybody in the Rocco bot, everyone. Oh my God. They were really excited. Anyway, what I want to say as a compliment is these guys, not only were they cool and they were in on the bit and all that stuff in the beginning, not only were they awesome, but the Warframe team, they have a really great community. Like they are really good at running the show there. And I'm not just saying that because they brought me in there. They were so not only nice and cool, but very transparent with their fans, and you could tell just hanging with them backstage they had real respect for their fan base and like all that stuff. They were extremely cool and weren't afraid to joke about certain things and whatever, They were extremely cool people. They were really excited backstage about like, hey, we're going to show a trailer that actually has more gore than we've ever shown. Like this is an actual like M-rated trailer. We've never had gore in our game before, so it's going to be brutal. And I remember they were talking backstage about like, they had that excitement like, ooh, see what people say about this, ooh, whatever. And so seeing that play at the end of the presentation and really pop off, people were going nuts. Everyone reacted kind of the way that they hoped. And I could just tell being there, I was like, damn, they really cultivated a great community. They're very transparent about how they run the game. Great community support, great communication with their fans. I was really surprised. To be honest, to be just real with you, there's game presentations that I have done where the people behind the scenes are douchey. Like even sometimes they're still nice people, but are still douchey. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They're just, they're gonna eat this shit up. Oh, they're gonna, blah, 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 blah. Oh, they're gonna, you know what I mean? And these people were just all, go figure, sweet Canadians that were, I could tell just as excited as the fans were to see the stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That was just that they created a really great environment. So I really appreciated that. I know people love when I will bomb a presentation, and maybe I kind of did there a little bit, but it was fun going along with their whole thing. It was a lot of fun. It was really, really cool. And I'm stoked that they asked me to do that. That was really a lot of fun. I'm seeing if anybody said anything else. People talking about that they can't link their account. I want to show you guys, there was someone that they should really lock Rocco. They should really lock that Rocco bot guy in a room somewhere for the comments he's made. Grow up. He's just acting. Well, I guess the joke's on me then. You laughed. I cried. Anyway, I want to show you guys the some of the draw. So they asked us to at one point to draw characters from memory, and that was I think that was my favorite part. Let me see. Oh, someone was telling me that I guessed some lore on this part.
Wow.
Okay. Love.
I heard.
Thank you. We're gonna start banning people immediately.
Oh. God.
Rocco, please. Please present your
Yes,
character.
I'm ready to present. I don't think
Okay.
you have the cap for that. Okay.
Please.
This is Jorgo Prime. This is.
So they showed us a character and that we wouldn't know who it was, and we had to come up with their backstory. Like she would give us clues, and we'd have to conceive a backstory. But somebody said that I was close. Maybe some people who are fans of Warframe can tell me, but
Rocco,
I came up
present
with this.
Yes,
Watch
I'm ready
this.
to present. I don't think
Okay.
you have the cap for that. Okay.
please.
This is Jorgo Prime. Many remember Jorgo from ancient history. He was like picture the Joker, but way worse. The more twisted makeup, even worse skin. Jorgo Prime is the ultimate result of the many times they cloned Jorgo over the centuries. He is rotting because when you've been cloned that many times, you don't stay stable, which is common sense. Most people know that. He's a master of riddles, but they're long riddles. Like these are like, damn, set yourself up for, sit down because they're going to go a while. Bad skincare, that's fine because he got lotion from an ancient spring. And this is not like human lotion, like CVS type crap. This is like fluids from within the earth, like life spring. Can I say life stream? It's like everyone who dies returns and becomes this lotion.
I didn't know that was kind of a Square Enix nod, so I wasn't sure if I was allowed to do that.
It's got lots of riddles. I already said that, but it's important to remember.
It is. All right.
Amazing. Wow.
Here's
Thank you.
Jorgo Prime.
All right. We've heard.
But people were saying that actually was like part of his backstory, that he was a series of clones. Is that true? I got the clone part right. Vor is a bunch of them. That's for real? That's crazy. How did that happen? They had me make a sandwich.
Ooh.
And Nisselpod.
Nisselpod.
Yes.
Okay, so you got some good choices there, my
Okay.
friend. Okay, for the motherboard, the TechRot motherboard, it's as said. It's an
What made me
investment
say he
motherboard.
was a clone? Because I wanted it. I was picturing Jorgo was a character I made in Soul Calibur years ago, and I just wanted to add a backstory, like maybe this guy descended from him or something.
board.
Got it.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
You can choose to eat that in body blood. Kind of a
You're gonna.
Or Quiznos.
It's time.
Okay, so they had me make a sandwich out of ingredients they would hand me. Like, what would be a good sandwich? I was a little confused by this because we didn't rehearse it. This was something that, because of some confusion there, we didn't get to rehearse it. They gave me parts that were from the game that were there's what is it, motherboard, rotted motherboard, or what was it called?
Remember, your Kanzu now. Please approach.
Infected motherboard. Uva was blood, but it also like retains memories and things like that. So there was lots of things that would like retain memory in my sandwich that I was trying to make. So then I explained why it would be a good sandwich here.
An opening statement on your sandwich here.
Yeah. Data is more important to sandwiches than you think. How many times did you go to Subway or Quiznos, rest in peace, that they messed that sandwich up? You've ordered the same thing every time, but they continue to screw it up every single time. Wouldn't it be great if you had some way of storing memory that they would never make that mistake again? And then what if every time you took a bite, a Kuva-filled bite, you get that bloody, gristly taste, but every time you remember how good that first sandwich was. You know, every time I go to a sandwich shop, I'm chasing that dragon of the Italian BMT I had when I was 14. It was the best thing I'd ever eaten. Well, now I can remember it every single time. I take a bite here.
That's good.
Wow, I'm sold.
Wow.
But Nick, you have a chance to rebut. Please.
He beat me. I lost this one.
Sandwiches are the most well-balanced. Sometimes there's too much meat.
Tell
too
me if
much
you think this
cheese,
is better.
Too much onion. This right here is the recipe for the perfect sandwich. You got a little crunch with this soft metal. Might break your teeth, but that's okay. It's soft in the middle. That's what counts. You've got the blood from the heart in the strings. Gives you good protein for strength. A lot of people don't know this is a little bit bitter, but it also promotes romantic longevity.
Aww.
And the bitterness is actually balanced out perfectly by this very sweet and spicy Aya.
Aww.
So I just think this is a very memorable sandwich, and I think every single one of you would enjoy it. And I will make each and every one of you one of these today.
Oh.
Wow.
If you pick me.
Bribery. Yes.
Is that on the
Okay,
rules?
so
Can
he
they
did.
do that?
No,
Can they bribe?
You can bribe.
but here's the thing. To be fair, I think I think my presentation was good. I'll stand by that. But I really only addressed 2 of the ingredients. He did hit them all. To be fair, he hit them all. I focused on the memory thing. That was a mistake. Okay, so then we did a drawing competition, and let's see if this works here. I don't know if my internet is
It's like two
going
things.
weird here.
Top.
So in this
Oh.
competition, you'd see the.
Oh.
You guys could see the subject at home, but I couldn't see it at all.
1 minute, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
All right, this is a beautiful lady. She's in a long purple dress, just glamorous icon queen. You can't see her hair, so delete the hair. Because she's got like a big old onion helmet on.
Okay.
It's like an onion shape, but it's got like 3 horns, like two in the side, 1 in the middle. But it's like very bulbous, like an onion. That onion helmet has like tentacles coming out of it. You can draw however many you like.
Okay, thank you.
But the helmet, it's also
I don't
like,
remember
so
thanking
big it's
her for
covering her face except for her nose and her mouth.
Oh.
She's got to breathe somehow, so give her some breathing. She's also got like a really nice gold choker on her throat.
Wow. Okay. I don't have gold up here. What? Yeah. Okay.
You make it up. She's got a nice gold choker. She's wearing like latex arms.
Oh, time.
Uh-oh.
Put your finishing touches on. Oh, no. It looks amazing. It looks
no.
amazing. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
All right, it's time to present your drawing.
All right, let's see how well I did.
Ready, get those scores out of 10. As soon as they flip it around, you
Feeling good. Feeling good.
Feeling good?
Feeling good.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing. What
That's just off the
amazing.
top. That's just. I don't know if you guys understood that whole game. I couldn't see the screen. I could not see anything.
The
That's just
descriptions
off the
were good,
top.
though.
That's off the top.
That's just letting you know.
Looks
Oh.
That's what you were trying to say.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's
Very
off the
close,
top.
very close. Okay,
It's almost like SpongeBob-like in a way.
Yeah.
Give me
I don't really see that, but cool.
I love it.
okay.
I don't remember her saying that.
Switch
Oh, can you
accent.
can you not hear the stream? Is it too quiet?
Is it a 10?
I'm seeing. Okay, as a reminder, Nick, that was a 7.5 for Team Dante Deluxe, but Team Baruch Deluxe is going to take it with a 9 out of 10 from
Thank
Twitch
you.
chat.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. Damn.
Wow.
Twitch chat loving the Lotus.
MVP.
We appreciate it. But don't worry, we're going to do another round of this, but for round 1, Team Dante Deluxe takes it.
We actually had a whole other game we were going to do, like a Price is Right style game, with how fast or with how much things cost or whatever, but we ran out of time. We blew through
I
this
just
stuff.
wanted to do the character justice.
Of course.
I wanted to be present and listen to Megan.
Is the
and,
stream,
and just make sure that I
better?
didn't disappoint any of you.
No. Is
That was
anyone
pretty good
disappointed?
too.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay, this is the one that they're.
Wow,
Okay,
I was off. Wow. I think that 8 was generous. Thank you, everybody.
A generous
we gave him an 8
everybody.
out of 10. Okay, so this is the
Rocco.
one
You're up.
that
All right.
they're making fun of me for. This is
All
the
right,
one that they
Rocco,
really
let me
made fun of me
clear this
for.
board for you of this masterpiece. Okay, here we go. Thanks, Nick.
Okay.
Okay, we're in position here.
Okay,
is
watch
the
this.
character.
This one.
Oh.
How do you describe this? Like, I don't know how she would have done
In
this.
3, 2, 1, begin.
Okay, this little cutie, he's like a soldier kind of guy. He's got like a big upper body.
Okay.
And it's like green. It's giving like turtle. Like he's got like a big,
See,
almost like turtle
that-
body up above.
That threw
Like,
me
his
off.
Shoulders like
It's giving turtle. Like I thought she said the guy's a turtle.
the shell is the back. So it's
Oh,
like, look, he's
okay.
giving turtle a little bit. He's got like brown pants, very skinny calves, skinny, like tiny feet as well.
Okay. Wow. All right.
And he's got kind of like saddlebags on the side because he's a soldier. He's got trinkets. He's holding a gun.
Oh, he has a gun.
He
Wow.
has a gun.
See,
I didn't plan
I'm
for a
tripping up now because she said he's holding a gun, but I gave him little turtle feet. So I'm like, well, that's not going to work. So I ended up mounting a gun on his
firearm. Okay,
shell.
His face.
See, this is
he's
where-
got-
so
he has
I
a
start
gun.
to choke
He's
there.
a
You can see
soldier,
me
he's got
choke.
trinkets. He's holding a gun.
Oh, he has a gun.
He
Wow.
has a gun.
Okay. I didn't plan for a firearm. Okay.
His face, he's got like a white mask on, and it's almost kind of like, I guess like a Michael Myers mask, but like in a cute way. Like he's got like green glowing eyes,
Oh, wow. Okay. Glowing.
and there's a little circle, like round ball on the top of his turtle shell.
Okay.
That's
wow.
time. Okay.
I'm just gonna add this. I was already doing the circle.
I believe you.
Okay.
It's looking good to me.
Okay, check this out.
All right, let's
I
show
can
the
only,
audience.
I have very limited tools up here. I'm just letting everyone know. I'm doing the best I can. Thank you.
Rocco, you're a 10 out of 10. Don't you worry. All right, ready?
It's like a turtle.
Amazing.
That turned out good.
He told me the turtle shell, and he's got. I don't know where he's gonna hold a gun, so I mounted it on the shell.
Oh, that's the gun?
Right.
Oh.
Because he can't hold. You know. You're telling me turtle.
Yeah.
Turtle isn't going around with his arm. You know. He's got it probably mounted on his shell. Can I look
Sure.
yet?
Yeah, go ahead. This is what you're trying to draw.
Okay.
Okay, the votes are coming
Limited
in.
tools.
There's one small problem. The Twitch chat is just spamming Clem.
Ah, come on.
But I am getting some numbers.
Oh,
through
I didn't
here.
I didn't understand what he said when we first. The Twitch chat is just spamming Clem. I didn't hear that. He said something like, "Oh, bad news," da 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 da, and I was like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Okay, I've got a score. As a reminder, Team Dante Deluxe had an 8 out of 10. And I'm getting a 7 out of 10 from
Please.
Twitch chat. Oh,
Can we
man.
reload? What's the reload status? Are they still?
Scores are final. We can't
Okay,
change
scores
it.
are
But
final.
that means that Team Dante Deluxe comes out ahead and gets a
Good
point
job, Rocco.
Thank you.
for skip.
Anyway, but yeah, they showed this gory trailer and people were like astonished in the crowd. It was fun. That character's name is Clem. Okay. Yeah, I did not realize.
Sure? Are you crying?
No, no. I'm
Rocco.
fine.
Oh.
No, we had such a good time. Thanks to the team, the Warframe team, who made this all possible.
Would it be better if we also released the Baruch Deluxe skin?
Should we?
Thoughts?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I would love that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Dante Deluxe, Baruch Deluxe confirmed coming in the unannounced.
Okay, so we
updates.
get
We did
both
it.
teams got their characters released, so that worked out.
Vectis and Karnan also coming, and for the Tigris lovers, you'll just have to wait a little bit longer. We will put it in maybe a next round, or so Vectis first, Tigris later.
I'll take it.
That's our guy.
I'll take it.
That's our guy.
Okay, congratulations to the winner. Megan, I think we're just going to jump right into the next big reveal.
I love.
Okay, and so that was
Who
the
is
trailer.
ready
But yeah, that
for-
trailer, like I said, it popped off huge. So cool. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. That was really, really cool. I'm so stoked they asked me. They were great sports, nice people.
We're just gonna hot mic, hot start.
Okay.
Hi everyone. How's it going?
Okay. Is it worth watching on my own, or was that most of your bits? There's more. I mean, you could watch, but yeah, it's all. I did not realize it was up on their channel, on the Play Warframe channel on YouTube. And like I said, they seem to be running things very well over there. I was extremely stoked. So yeah. Anyway, very, very cool. Very, very cool. They let me do that, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity. And I hope I like hosting stuff like that, or not that I was hosting that, but appearing and things like that. They couldn't have been cooler. And I'm just gonna say what I've been reiterating for the past year. Canadians. What is the common thread here? Hey, guys, Nirvana the band, the show. You want to do a video for our stream? Oh, you filmed a whole new episode for us? Oh, okay. Oh, we're going to go see your movie. Wow, it's an incredible movie. Oh, they'll, I'll meet you at the theater. Oh, you're the nicest people we've ever met in our entire lives. Okay, great. Oh, you want to do this Warframe stream? Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the nicest, coolest, most down-to-earth, non-douchey group of major media, whatever you want to call it. Guys, Canadians have figured something out. They're all the nicest fucking people. Like, what have they figured out? Look more to them. Every Canadian and Australian I've met online has been super nice. I've met some weird Australians. Can I be honest with you? I've met some twisted Australians. Some extremely nice Australians, but I could also list some that are like, whoa. To be honest. But then to compliment Australians again, do you ever notice there's beautiful people, gorgeous people in America, in Canada, and United States and Canada and whatever. There's beautiful people everywhere. But when you meet someone that is like scary beautiful, like, how is someone that beautiful? They're always Australian. Isn't that crazy? Like, beautiful people everywhere, but every now and then you meet someone that's like Lord of the Rings ethereal gorgeous, and they're always Australian. I'm talking all male, female, everybody. You will meet someone that's just like, of course. They'll tell you they're Australian. You're like, of course, because you don't look like any other human on earth. But anyway, but Canadians, man, are always the nicest people. The nicest people. And I forgot these guys are all Canadian. And at one point, someone on stage was like, "Where? Can you hand me my bag?" And I was like, "Bag!" I forgot. So anyway, yeah, just incredible people. But I'm not getting hung up on that. They just, in general, Warframe people were so cool. And I'd love to do an event with them again. So hopefully it works out. That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Anyway, other than that at PAX East, what else did we eat? Got to know what we ate. That's the last important thing to talk about. Oh. No. Let's talk about one other thing real quick. You guys. There is something that we sold on our website. We sold it during the room stream that we did in January. And we sold a few of them. Seriously, not that many. It wasn't a hit. But that's okay. It was an inside joke. If you watch the stream, it was a funny inside joke, and we just wanted it to exist. So we sold a few of them. Then we had a ton of extras, so we said, hey, let's bring them to PAX. Kind of tacky to sell these at the booth, but maybe some hardcore fans will understand it, and they'll pick it up, and we'll sell a few more. Might as well make a few bucks. I have never seen something that we sold. I'll just say this in general. I've never seen something go viral in real life. YouTube, Twitter, whatever. That's another story. But you guys, this fucking hog cranker hat. People who did not know in any way who we were coming to the booth. Oh my God, is this where you get the hog cranker hat? Yeah. Okay. I want to buy 5, and my friends wanted them, and Okay. Next. Hey, I was just told this is where you get the hog cranker hat. Yeah. Okay, great. I want to get some for my whole. I'm going on a field trip with my class, and we all want to have. Okay. Weirdest part was, oh, you got 3 of them? Okay, I'm getting one, but then me and my sons my sons both want them too. Okay, there you go. Lots of parents getting them for their kid. But it was insane how many people. So we sold out of these, I think, the beginning of the second day. I think they barely made it out of the first day. And then the rest of the weekend was, I heard this was the booth that had hog cranker. We don't have them. Fuck. We were just upsetting people the rest of the weekend. What happened? And again, people who didn't know who we were. And then we would go out to dinner at night, and people at restaurants would all have this hat. Like, what? Anyway, I don't know. I just was surprised. I didn't think anyone would actually want to wear that hat. I just thought, like, no, come on. No one's going to be into that. My God. And then actually we did sell out of the Padres Lost hat too, because they kept losing during PAX. And people kept coming to the booth just to get Sean's goat. Hey, Sean. Hey, sell me that hat. And he'd be like, oh, come on. But it almost became like a bit, you know. But anyway, can you believe that? Crazy. That jacket that I showed you earlier, the puffer jacket. Well, you could see it right there. That jacket, the whole crew was wearing those jackets through the weekend, and it was dope. How we sold so many of those. I was very excited. I think that jacket is like one of my favorite jackets. And you know, sometimes when we sell outerwear, they don't fit big. Like I always have to get a size up. Like that's just how it is with so many manufacturers and stuff like that. I have to okay, I got to size it up. This one I got my size and it fit like a glove. Like these jackets fit so good. But they are so warm. In fact, my only complaint is that like if I put it on here right now, I'm warm like that. Like it really is like if you have cold weather at all, no you don't. Not anymore. It pierces that. But if you wear that into a hot place, it might combust. I don't know. But anyway, so good, so good, so good. But yeah, So we were stoked that did so well. The new hoodie and joggers did well, but I don't think we sold out. I think we had some left over. Maybe they'll hit the website later. I'm not sure. But those turned out really, really good. Did very, very well. Gamer Rights shirt. Those were just leftovers. Those have been, I think, off our website for a while. Those were just leftovers, and people still were thirsty for that. I kind of thought that had faded, but we took them there, and everyone was like, where's that? Where's that? Give me that. Give me that. So I think we sold out of that. We did. I'm going to be honest. Okay, so I'm a bad person, part 2. Okay? I'm fully confessing that I'm a bad person. I'm saying it up front. You don't get to say it because I've already said it. Okay? Are we clear? Good. There were quote unquote normies at the convention that did not know what we were, that just walked up and were laughing at the Paul Giamatti fan club banner, which was great. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's such a funny banner. This happened more than once, that they would look at the banner. Then they would look at our table to see what we were. And then they would look at, we had a shirt for the room stream that we did, but they just saw a shirt that said The Room. And they said, oh my God, I love that movie. Oh my God, me and my friend went. We love that movie. Somebody just fired an air horn when I said that. But anyway, they would go, oh my God, me and my husband or me and my friend or whatever. We love that movie. We went to a screening with the director. Yeah. And they would just throw money down. Thanks. And buy the shirt. It was like, okay. I'm just saying. I didn't always correct them. Did they not see the back of the shirt? No, I showed them the back of the shirt. They'd be like, what else is on this shirt? I'd be like, well, it says Hawk Tua, Chewbacca Mom. I'll take it. Like, they didn't care. So I didn't investigate. I showed them the shirt. They saw both sides. They wanted the shirt. So, all right. Your comment on the Patreon behind the scenes video was so true about needing more comedy at the booth. I love booths that have personality. Thank you. In fact, let's talk about that. Guys, if you haven't seen it, let me see if I have it here. We just put a behind the scenes video of the making of our booth on Patreon. Patreon.com/Mega64. This is a half-hour video of us planning the booth, going to get stuff for it, designing it, putting it together, whatever. If you love in the weeds, kind of fly on the wall stuff like that, you'll love this. I promise. $5 a month on our Patreon, you get this and a bunch of other stuff. We took so many videos during PAX this year. We got this one going up today. Tomorrow we've got one going up where we did we played gyoza roulette, where a restaurant we went to gave us gyoza but put extremely hot habanero peppers in one of them and not the other ones. That's going up on Patreon tomorrow. Then the day after that, we got a new movie club. And then the day after that, I think we've got another PAX video that's pretty epic. I hate to use that term, but like it's got an arc to it. It's pretty good. Somebody asked if there's a video of walking around the PAX East show floor. I put that on my YouTube channel. That's up now. YouTube.com/Rocco Botte. Not Rocco Botte. Let me see. Yeah, it's right there. Early Morning PAX East 2026 is up right now. See it for yourself. Got a new figure update too. Got a new river episode of Creepy Old Crypt. But yeah, this is every year I like to go around early in the morning and walk around the PAX show floor. I'm not going to watch that. But anyway, check the latest comments. I saw you recording this, but didn't want to interrupt. You could always interrupt. I have no worries on that. Anyway, a lot of great comments. Thank you for that. Anyway, yeah, watch that. It's early morning PAX East 2026 over on my personal YouTube channel. Rocco, why didn't you live stream from the booth this year? Honestly, we were just busy. It would have been cool to do that, but we were just busy. We were posting stuff or tending to people at the booth the entire time. Anyway, enough about that. What did we eat? What did we eat? We went to this Chinese place that was connected to our, or was it connected to or nearby our hotel? And they were really good, unusually fancy. You'll see it in the video that's going up on our Patreon tomorrow. But it wasn't that expensive. It's like, oh, okay, there's shrimp shumai. Sounds good. The little dumplings. Let's get that. $15. But then we get them and it's like there's like gold. There was like gold leaf on them and like caviar. It's like, whoa. Did we order the wrong thing or what? But it wasn't. It was just a $15 thing. Okay. So we were like, oh, then we got a good deal. But then we found out they charged us for every refill. Here in America, not used to that. So they kept going, oh, why don't you have another? Oh, let me get you another Diet Coke. Oh, let me get you another whatever. Let me get you. And then we got the bill at the end and it was, it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Anyway, so that was not good. But we ate there, and then the other 2 nights had to get a lobster roll. I had the best lobster roll. Oh my God, we went somewhere near the convention center. It was like the size of my damn arm, and it was so good. And then another night I had some shrimp thing that was pretty good. What else? We also went to we got invited to a bunch of industry events where they just fed us like pizza and shit. So, it was kind of, I don't have a lot of recommendations other than get a lobster roll if you're able to. Oh, Super Cerberus was on the, no. Balding Mario Lover says, I was on the drums. Rocco killed it on vocals. Dude, I saw at the convention center that there was a rock band stage. I was walking down the hallway going, oh, I used to miss when they had a rock band stage here. And I turned the corner and there it is. It's back. But the line was too long. So I was like, oh, it'd be cool to play, but I'm not going to get to. And then somebody ran over and was like, yo, we're playing it right now. We don't have a singer. Do you want to sing? And I was like, yes. So I did Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name of, and blew my voice out. I screamed too much. Anyway. So that was amazing. That was like a highlight of my trip. That was so much fun. Wait, was it Killing in the Name of? No, I'm sorry. It was Testify. Not Killing in the Name of. Testify. That's what it was. I said that wrong. The 800th podcast episode was given out. You'll hear about it probably on this week's podcast. They'll talk about it. But yeah, it was given out. Okay. Somebody said, what did somebody say? Making your booth be more sillier makes me appreciate you guys even more. Cons and vendors are getting more bleaker and corporate. We need more goofier booths. Yeah, because a lot of the booths going around, they hit 100 cons. They're just generic. So they want to make it as boilerplate as possible so they can just pop into any convention. But to me, I want to make it a special thing that we're there. We put 100% of ourselves in everything we do. You know, we don't just have a convention booth with some guy running it. It's like, I'm there. Sean is there. Half the time Derek is there. He couldn't go to this one, but and sometimes Sean can't go, whatever, but it's still our intention behind it. It's still the band putting it together. You know what I mean? Whether we're physically there at the end result or not. You know, that Derek wasn't at PAX East this year, but he still concocted that Paul Giamatti thing with us, you know what I mean? And put that together. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. To me, it's like it should have our soul imprinted onto it a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah, Tito is saying that he saw the Giamatti heads and couldn't stop laughing. I love that. I guess my question is, should we bring the Giamatti setup to Anime Expo and Comic Con, or should we do a new thing for that? Because I kind of feel like maybe we should show it at every con this year because they haven't seen it, you know? Super Cerberus, thank you. They showed me that Sniper Wolf's voice actor left a comment on our Metal Gear in 5 minutes video. And we didn't even know about it. They did it 2 years ago and like no one liked the comment. And that had been there and we looked and it was legit. That was really, really cool. Yeah, the feedback that we've gotten on that booth design and the banner and all that stuff was extremely like people said in the chat, it feels like friends having fun. That's the vibe I want to give off more than some corporate crap. Yeah, so that's great feedback. Thank you. What was I going to say? People asked if I got any cool figures there or anything like that. No, I didn't. But that leads me to my next thing that I hate. You know, again, I had a great time at PAX. I have a great time at just about every PAX. 99.9% of it is phenomenal. But you know you love to hear about the things that go wrong. And I already talked about another thing that, you know, I didn't care for. I've already discussed that. I'm going to talk about now the other social thing this is one that I genuinely hate. I'm going to be honest, and it's tough love, okay? This is tough love. All right, so just being honest. And this is not just a PAX thing, a convention thing. No, the smell. People, okay, now that's a separate rant. Every year I hear about, how'd the con smell this year? I think that's over. Am I crazy? I don't smell like bad cons anymore. Maybe there's smaller cons that still happens where you're in a small panel room or whatever. When I'm at PAX, I'm not smelling PAX. It smells fine. Anyway, that's played out. Anyway, okay, that's not what I'm going to talk about. The thing I'm going to talk about is when people butt into conversations that they weren't part of. This happens to me all the time at fucking movie theaters. Like we're waiting for the movie to start. Yeah, so I'm excited to see what what happens with they're making a new Evangelion anime, and and someone will turn around. No, they're not. They actually, Evangelion ended. They just put out 3.0 plus 1.0. It's on Amazon now, and they said that's the ending. Yeah, we were talking about they announced a new series today. Okay, yeah, they because Amazon says they have the ending. I just watched it yesterday, and it's crazy that that they they've ended the show 5 times. Did you hear they just announced a new one? That's what we were just talking about. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm excited to see what the new one is because my friend Mikey, he doesn't like Evangelion and I don't get it, so I'm gonna have him watch the. We were in the middle of a conversation and you've set it back like a month, and I get it, Drew too. I agree with you. People want to socialize. It is harder than ever to meet people and to get people's attention. They either don't care or they're looking at their phone. It's so hard. I have nothing but sympathy. But don't jump in if you don't 100% know what people are talking about. Jared Thorbaugh brings up a good point. If there's 2 guys behind me and they're going, oh, who was the guy who played Peter Pan and Hook? God, who was it? And they're not answering, and I'm positive they haven't answered, I'll go, it was Robin Williams. Oh, cool. Yeah, I really love that movie. Okay. That's a natural endpoint. That's the way to do it. But when you haven't heard the whole thing, if you don't know if you're going to jump in that conversation, you better fucking be sure of what it is. Right? Okay? Because if you jump and you just repeat info they already talked about, now you're just pissing people off. I'm not being mean, right? Am I being mean? If you haven't paid attention, that's all I'm saying. Okay. So the reason I'm bringing this up, sometimes it happens, and I'm very empathetic when people are, you could tell they just want to chat. I can tell in those situations, and I'm happy to chat. But sometimes they're kind of rude and kind of mean about it. But anyway, this one though is going to piss you guys off, I think, just as much as me. And you guys are already talking about it in the chat. I was at the booth and someone walked by and was like, hey, did you get that? Did you win that auction to buy? So they did, Tamashii Nations and Bandai did a raffle to see who could buy the new Goku figure. They did a variant Goku. Let me show you what it looks like. This. No, give me a full. This is what it looks like. So this is a rare Goku figure. Super hard to get. People, they did in-person events and sold this, and people were camping out overnight to get it. Like, it's super, super hard to get. They color him like the original manga, where they didn't know what color Super Saiyan Goku was at that point. So he's all like white and red here. It's pretty dope. Anyway. So people throughout the entire weekend kept coming to the booth. Did you win the raffle? Did you win the raffle? I didn't fucking win the raffle. By the way, they did a second raffle and I lost that shit too. I swore, I was like, oh, nobody who won it the first time could get it in, they can't enter the second one, so I'll probably get it the second time. Nope. Didn't fucking win either time. Somebody at the booth is asking me, you didn't get that white-haired Goku? No. Oh, man, I wish you could. Yeah, Jared, we know you won multiple times. Okay, thank you. But anyway, asking me about it at the booth. Oh my God. No, I'm so mad. I wish I could have got it. I'm really bummed about it. I really wanted this. And a guy that's just passing by the booth goes, "Oh, are you talking about the white-haired Goku?" I'm like, "Yeah." The rare one, right? Yeah. Oh my God. That's what you're looking for? Yeah. Dude, we have it at our booth. Have you looked through the hall? I was like, no. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm at so-and-so collectibles down the way. We have that. Oh, for real? Yeah. I'm going there right now. If you want to follow me down there. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, awesome. I know. I'm stoked that you wanted a white hair Goku as much as me. I'm so stoked we have this at the booth. Yeah, fuck yeah. And I'm thinking in my head like they're gonna charge an arm and a leg, but sure. Okay. Yeah, just follow me down here. Okay. So we walk. I follow this guy to the other end of the convention center. Walk and walk and walk and walk. I'm talking, we're at one end at the very front, and he is at the back. Walk, 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 walk. And now we're going into the tabletop area, and I'm going, he's selling figures here? Like, what's going on? Further and further and further, and then, okay, yeah, and there's the booth right there. We are TCG Collectibles. We're right there. Check it out. Hey, Mike, take it out. It's under the register. I'm like, what figure would be under the register? Yeah, so this is about $1,400. And, normally I could get more, but I've got... That's not what we were fucking talking about! We've been walking for half an hour! Oh, I'm just happy. I didn't know you liked Goku with white hair. I thought that was kind of, you said you like Goku with white hair. You weren't in the conversation! Then I get back to the booth. I know, Jared, you got it easy. I understand. You could keep putting it in the chat. Okay. So I get back to the booth, and it's all like our own fans that are like, oh, Rocco left. Where did Rocco go? He's not here anymore. I'm like, sorry, I was on a half-hour wild goose chase by someone who didn't pay attention to the fucking conversation. Anyway, somebody walked by and just heard white-haired Goku and went, "Oh, we have that," and walked me down there. And it was seriously like, guys, like what? Oh my God! It was like, anyway, I felt bad. It took time away from all the people that came to see us at the booth. I was gone that long. But that's okay. I'm not worried about it because I always have a way. I always find a way. All right. Anyway. So yeah, if you didn't hear the whole thing, just say something. Or don't just butt in. Don't butt in for the sake of butting in. Did I get the card? Well, yeah, I got the card. It was a good card. I didn't want to go all the way there for nothing. I did have multiple people ask offer to trade the rare Goku for podcast 800. I was down for that. The other guys did not go for it, so I had to listen to them. It was like the Gears of War Little Man story. Yeah. You and Eric have Goku. Yeah, Jarrett, heard you the first time, man. Thank you. Yeah. Made it very clear. Thank you. Thanks a lot for that. Anyway, yeah, so anyway, so aside from that though, very good PAX. Like I said, booth did very well, sold out of a lot of stuff. Stoked on that. The bunny shirt continues to sell. The Tuesday shirt. What else did we have? Mariel's con exclusive shirt that we it was on sale on Black Friday for a minute. That did really well. Yeah, we did have a Blu-ray. We made a let me see if I can show it. We did have this. I don't know if you can see this, but we made a Blu-ray, Mega 64 seasonal menu Blu-ray that has all of our live shows, 3 different live comedy shows, full length, 3 different shows, and backstage footage and other behind the scenes. And audio commentary on all 3 shows. It was awesome. Anyway, this was our con exclusive. It's going to continue to be a con exclusive. It will be at, I think we have more, and we are bringing them to Anime Expo and San Diego Comic-Con. I don't know about any other ones right now, but they'll be at both of those. If you like bang for your buck, it's definitely worth that. There's a lot on there in terms of like just the length of it. So anyway, go check that out. Anyway, yeah, other than that, PAX was fun. Had a really good time. Thanks to everybody who came out. Always good to see everybody. People saying very moving things to me. Again, like it's never wasted on me. People who come to the booth and talk about how long they've been watching, or if it affected them and made them make something creative themselves. That meant a ton. Just everything was so moving to me. So thank you. Always enjoy PAX East. Like I said, the community of PAX East is really strong and really means a lot to me. I always am happy to be there. So anyway, should be fun. We're going to do more cons this year. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to those. I like doing cons. We were just planning Anime Expo stuff today. We had a few things to figure out. And yeah, it's cool. Thank you, Jake, for the kind words. Thank you, everybody, for the kind words. I can't thank you enough. All right. Well, what's in the future, you ask? Dino Nuggets is asking, do you have a chance to check out Boysenberry Festival? Oh, just wait. Oh, got something to say about that real soon. Got something to say real soon. Stay tuned on that. People ask if I'm going to the midnight showing of Mario. Not doing that this year. Last year, if you remember, I posted about this on Twitter. I retweeted it last night. But when we went last time, someone blew up at the end of the movie where I thought it was a relatively well behaved. It was kind of an annoying crowd, to be honest. There were people cosplaying as Mario characters. But anyway, I guess people were talking. The way the theater is, it's like recliners and it's all separated with barricade around us. I didn't hear anybody talking. I didn't, but it was also IMAX and really big and loud. I didn't notice that. But anyway, as soon as the end credits hit, and it's playing Mario movie, like fucking Mario Galaxy sounding music. And then picture that, da 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 da, or whatever. Picture that music, and then a guy gets up. You were the worst fucking audience I've ever sat with. You wouldn't stop talking the whole goddamn time. Fuck all of you. And then it's these cosplayers and a guy with a toad hat. Well, you shouldn't go to a midnight movie then. Yeah, I never will again. Fuck all three of you. Go fuck yourselves. And then walked out. I mean, that was how it ended, and we were dying laughing. Oh my God, it was the funniest way to end that movie. And then everyone was like, wait, stay for the after credits scene. It's gonna blow your mind. And then we did, and it was like a Yoshi egg. And I'm like, weren't the Yoshis already in the movie earlier? Didn't we see them earlier? Weren't they in there already? Why is the egg a big deal? Like, everyone in that theater forgot they already saw Yoshi. It was like, hello, anybody? Anyway. So not seeing that, but I might see it tomorrow. Who knows? Anyway, I got to see Project Runway or whatever that movie is too. All right, everybody. Thanks. This was chatting about PAX East. I had a great time. I hope you did too. And like I said, I think our next con is going to be Anime Expo. So if you're in LA, we'll see you there. And if you're not, there's plenty of events we'll be doing online in the near future and videos to come too. All right. Take care.